Hey, Willie, come on in.
To have a little talk with you, Howard.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'll be with you in a minute.
What is that, Howard?
Well, didn't you ever see one of these before? Wire recorder.
Oh. Can we talk a minute?
Records things. Just got delivery yesterday. Been driving me crazy. The most terrific machine I've ever seen in my life. I've been up all night with it.
Well, what does it do?
I bought it for dictation, but you can do anything with it. Listen to this. I had it home last night. Listen to what I picked up. The first is my daughter. Get this. Listen to that kid whistle.
That really is lifelike.
7 years old. Get that tone.
Howard, I'd like to ask you a little favor if I could.
How are you, Daddy?
She's crazy for me. Hey, that's me.
Well, you sound great.
Get this now. This is my son.
The capital of Alabama is Montgomery. The capital of Alaska is Juneau.
5
The capital
years
of
old.
Arizona is Phoenix.
He'll make
The
an
capital of
announcement
Arkansas is
someday.
Little Rock.
Get that.
The capital of
Alphabetical order.
California is Sacramento. The capital of Colorado is...
Wait a minute. The maid just kicked the plug out.
That certainly
Shh,
is.
for God's sake.
It's 9 o'clock below the watch time, so I need to go to sleep.
Well, that really is.
Wait a minute. The next is my wife.
Go on, say something. I can't think of anything. Well, talk, it's turning.
Howard, I can't talk into this.
That was my wife.
That really is a wonderful machine.
I tell you what, Willie. I'm going to take my camera, my bandsaw, all my hobbies, and out they go. This is the most fascinating relaxation I've ever found.
Well, I think I'm going to get me one.
Well, sure, it's only $1,500. You can't do without it. Supposing you want to hear the Dan Stern show, you see, but you can't be home at the hour. So you tell the maid to turn on the radio when Dan Stern comes on. And this automatically goes on with the radio.
And when you get home, you turn it on.
You come home 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, anytime you like. You grab yourself a Coke, you sit yourself down, flip the switch, and there's Dan Stern's program in the middle of the night.
Well, I'm definitely going to get me one. Because lots of times I'm on the road and I think to myself, what I must be missing on the radio.
Well, don't you have a radio in the car?
Oh, yeah, sure, but who thinks of turning it on?
Say, aren't you supposed to be in Boston?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk with you about, Howard, if you got a minute.
Well, what happened? What are you doing here?
Well?
You didn't crack up again, did you?
Oh, no.
Geez, you had me worried there, Willie. What's the trouble?
Well, to tell the truth, Howard, I've come to the decision that I'd rather not travel anymore.
Not travel? Well, what would you do?
Well, remember Christmas time? We had the party here. You said you'd try to find some spot for me here in town.
With us?
Well, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I remember, Willie, but I couldn't think of anything for you.
Well, I'll tell you, Howard, the kids are all grown now. I don't need much anymore. If I could take home $500 a week, I could swing it.
Yeah, I know, Willie, but...
I'll tell you why. Speaking frankly, between the two of us, you know, I'm getting a little tired.
I could understand that. But you're a road man, Willie. And this is a road business. I've only got half a dozen salesmen on the floor here.
God knows, Howard, I never asked any man for a favor. But I was with this firm when your daddy used to carry you down here in his arms.
I know, Willie.
On the day you were born, your father came to me and asked me how I liked the name Howard. God rest his soul.
I appreciate that, Willie. But I just don't have a spot for you here. If I had a spot, I'd slam you right in, but I don't have a single solitary spot.
I could set my table for $400 a week, Howard.
But where would I put you, kid?
Well, it's not a matter of whether I can sell the merchandise, is it?
No, but it's a business, and everybody's got to pull his own weight.
Well, let me tell you a story,
Because you
Howard.
got to admit, business is business.
Business is definitely business, but just listen a minute. You don't understand this. I was a boy, 18, 19. I was already on the road. There was a question in my mind whether sales had a future for me. See, in those days I had a yearning to go to Alaska. There had been 3 gold strikes in 1 month in Alaska. I thought I'd go out. Just for the ride, you might say.
You don't say.
Oh, yeah. My father lived for many years in Alaska. He was an adventurous man. We've got a bit of self-reliance in my family. I was almost decided to go when I met a salesman at the Parker House. His name was Dave Singleman, and he was 84 years old, and he drummed business in 21 states. Old Dave boy, go up to his room, I'll never forget. He'd put on his green velvet slippers, and he'd pick up the phone, and he'd call his buyers. And from that very room, at the age of 84, he made his living. After I saw that, I realized that being a seller was the greatest career a man could want. Because what could be more satisfying than to go out at the age of 84 to 10 or 20 different towns and pick up the phone and be remembered and loved and helped by so many different people. When he died, and by the way, he died the death of a salesman in his green velvet slippers on the New York, New Haven, and Hartford, going into Boston. When he died, there were hundreds of buyers and sellers at his funeral. Things were sad on a lot of trains for months after that. That's when there was personality in it, you know? There was respect and comradeship and gratitude in it. Today it's all cut and dried, and there's no chance to bring friendship to bear. You know what I mean? They don't know me anymore.
That's the thing, Willie.
If I had $300 a week, just $300 on
Kid, I can't take blood from a stone.
Howard! The year Michael Dukakis was nominated, your father came to me.
I got people to see, kid.
I'm talking about your father! Promises were made right across this desk. Mustn't tell me you've got people to see. I've worked for this firm for 34 years, and I can't pay my insurance. Can't eat the orange and throw away the peel. Man is not a piece of fruit. Now pay attention. In 1998, I had a very big year. I was bringing home $1,100 a week in commissions.
Now, Willie, you never averaged...
I was bringing home $1,100 a week in commissions in 1998. And your father came to me. Rather, it was in here, over this desk. Put his hand on my shoulder.
Willie, you're gonna have to excuse me. I have people to see. Pull yourself together. I'll be back in a little while.
Pull myself together. Pull myself together. What did I say to him? I was yelling at him. How could I? Frank. You remember you came to me that time and you put your hand on my shoulder and you...
The capital of California.
Howard!
The capital of California.
Shut it off!
The capital of
I gotta get some coffee.
Look,
I'm
Willie.
gonna get some coffee.
Willie,
I'll
look!
go to Boston.
You can't go to Boston for us.
What do you mean I can't go?
I don't want you to represent us anymore. I've been meaning to tell you for a long time now.
Howard, are you firing me?
I think you need a good long rest, Willie.
Howard.
When you feel better, come back and maybe we can work something out.
Well, I gotta earn some money, Howard. I'm in no position.
What about your sons? Why can't your sons give you a hand?
Well, they're working on a very big project.
Now's not the time for false pride, Willie. You go to your sons and you tell them that you're tired. You got 2 great boys, haven't you?
Oh, no question, but...
Then that's that.
I'll go to Boston tomorrow.
No. No.
I can't just throw myself on my sons. I'm not a cripple.
I'm busy this morning, kid.
Howard! You've got to let me go to
I
Boston.
got a line of people to see this morning. Now take a seat, take 5 minutes, pull yourself together, and then go home, will ya? I need the office, Willie. Oh yeah. When you get a sec, I need you to stop by the office and drop off those samples. You'll feel better, Willie. And when you do, come back and we'll talk. But for now, pull yourself together, kid. There's people outside.